Hi everyone, I am Yi-Sun Chung, the President of the United States Society for Augmentative and Alternative Communication, USAC. I am also a member of the North American Alliance for Communication Access, NACA. NACA has developed the guidelines to make online events and meetings accessible for everyone, and as a member of NACA, I would like to give some tips that you can use to promote communication access. If you are a presenter, it is important to use inclusive and respectful language, such as people first language. For example, instead of saying disabled person, please use people with a disability. In addition, please try to provide accessible handouts in advance, and try to get captioning for the videos you will present. During your presentation, please speak clearly and at a reasonable rate to facilitate comprehension and to accommodate for captioning or translation. Also, it would be helpful if you explain acronyms for those who are not familiar with the terms. You can also support those with visual difficulties by describing images, graphs, videos, and any other visual materials you may use. Please double-check that, if you are providing an electronic copy of your presentation, that alt text image descriptions are available. In addition, it will be very helpful for some participants if you allow them to participate using the chat feature or the Q&A box, as it might be the only way for some participants to contribute to the session. Whenever possible, ask questions in advance, so people who use AAC can compose their message with enough time. If you use AAC to present, it is important to inform how you will want to communicate during your session, such as a communication device, having an audio recording play, or a designated person reading your prepared presentation, or having a communication assistant. Please try to program your device ahead of time and ensure your AAC is fully charged. Also consider accompanying your speech output by showing text on slides, using a split screen, or transcription in a handout. Depending on session formats, it can be very useful to have a moderator or a chat reader. Participants who use AAC are encouraged to type ROL after a message you want the chat reader or moderator to read at the appropriate time. You can also raise the hand icon to indicate you want to communicate something when possible. Besides introducing the presenter, the moderator can focus their attention on making sure the suggestions I have just mentioned are taking place. For example, moderators can intervene at appropriate times to remind the presenter to describe visuals, or to provide enough time for participation. More importantly, moderators designate a person to monitor and read aloud any messages marked ROL in the chat box. For some session formats, such as meetings, instead of having a moderator, a chat reader can be designated to read the comments and questions marked ROL in the chat box or Q&A box. Finally, I will talk about some Zoom accessibility features. To turn on and off captioning, click on the Leave Transcript and then click on Show Subtitle. There are some keyboard equivalents for some features. Using keyboard shortcuts may be easier for some people than using a mouse. For example, to open the chat box, you press the key combination of Alt and C for Windows users and Command, Shift and H for Mac users. To raise your hand, the keyboard shortcuts for Windows users is the combination of Alt and Y, and Option Y for Mac users. Do you want to mute or unmute audio? Then, use the key combinations of Alt and A for Windows users, and Command Shift and A for Mac users. Finally, to enter or exit full screen, Alt F for Windows users, and Command Shift F for Mac users. I hope that this video helps you to participate in any virtual meeting or event in a more accessible way. Thank you very much for paying attention to this video.